Boom, chaka-laka, boom. Let's do this. Let's do this. Where's my man, John? John, I don't know where you're at, but we're waiting for you, man. Okay. Boom, chaka-laka, boom. Gonna get my keyboard here. We're doing a live hangout to tell you about the most amazing webinar platform ever in the history of the world. It's called Webinar Fusion Pro. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. And I am hoping that you're going to learn a lot today. You're going to have to pay attention because me and John, we go like faster than the speed of sound. Hold on a minute. Let's see where John's at. Let's find out where John's at. Okay, hang on. Let me go find John. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. See if I can find the share the registration link. My webinars. List my webinars. Guest link. Wait a minute.
Okay, so now you're going to add a presenter to your webinar. What you do is you click here on the click here to add a presenter button. That's going to open up these options here. You'll enter the full name of the presenter, enter the email address of the presenter, as well as a brief bio right here or introduction of the presenter. Scroll down and right here you can upload a picture of the presenter as well. Remember, keep in mind that it must be 100 by 100. Once you've gotten that uploaded, click Save Changes before moving on to the next tab, and that'll update and add that presenter to your webinar.
Wowie, wowie. Let's see if I can get this here, John. Okay, let's try this here. Let's see. Can you get on as a presenter? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I made you a presenter and me a presenter, but I'm not sure where the button is for you to click on join me a presenter. You can probably see me, but maybe you can't answer me back. Let me see. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got you on the phone now. I'm trying to see how many ways I can connect with you. If I could connect with you for all the social media platforms and Google Hangout, and we'll see if I can stand on top of the desk and start juggling here in a minute. What? Tell me something. Is there an obvious place where if I made you a presenter and put your email address in, that you can click on something to be a presenter like I'm being right now, or do you know? Okay, well, maybe I'm not logged into my Google account right now, but is that possible? Hold on a minute. Wow, maybe that's possible. I'm not logged into my Google account. Let me check that out. I got so many Google accounts, not on purpose, but just the way it all came out together. Let's see. Okay, I'm in my Google account. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm in my Google account. So, oh, okay. Sorry. Yep. Okay, let me go under Hangouts and see if I'm in there. Hold on a second. Let's see here. I know what you're telling me about, but I've done this so few times. Let's see, Google, view profile. Let me find where the Hangout part of it is here. Google Plus, Google Link. Shoot. Yep. See if I can get that far. Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at the screen where it talks about Hangouts on air. I'm down to that. Learn how to use this platform. That's all over. It's all over the channel right now. So what do I need to do? Add you to a circle or what? Oh, I see. Exactly. Okay, it's giving me suggestions of people to add. I'm going to try to see if I can add you in a circle right now. Let's see. Hang on a minute, John. I don't know if this is the answer to it or not, John. I'm typing your name in to come in as a circle friend. Is it John Wildwood, Missouri Business Startup Help? Is that you? Okay, so I'm going to do that for a minute here and see if that makes any difference. But I can't imagine that would make a difference in terms of getting you in as presenter on this whole can of worms. So let's see. It's loading. Oh, okay, good. So you got that part mastered. But I don't know if I helped you do that by adding you to a circle. You can hang up the phone as soon as you get it mastered or whatever. I'll be quiet and let you join and be the presenter guy. Well, yeah, I mean, I've used this before on through Webinar Jam with another guy, and I found Webinar Jam. I didn't own it. He bought it for $300, and I found it to be very cumbersome and actually complicated. And initially, this looks like it might be easy. I guess everything is easy when you know how to do it, right? When you know how to do something, everything seems easy. But when you don't know how to do it, everything seems a little bit fiddly. I'm looking at, let's see, presenter. I've got you on as presenter. I was wondering if there was like a presenter link that you send out versus a regular registration link, but I didn't notice there to be one. Are you now trying to go in there and join the Hangout as a presenter, or? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I had a MacBook Pro stolen a couple of years ago, and I replaced it with a cheap, very cheap Windows machine laptop. But I'm sitting here in my church where I have a MacBook, a Mac, an iMac desktop computer. That's where I'm sitting at right now. So I'm on a Mac, and as soon as the good Lord sees fit to help me redevelop my income strategies, I plan to get another MacBook Pro again, because I'm definitely a fan of Macs, and I just couldn't, quite frankly, justify investing $1,200 to $1,500 in another MacBook Pro laptop right now. But that's certainly the direction I plan to move in as soon as I get this all figured out, and either sell 100 of these softwares or some other JV products. And I struggle and suffer from bright and shiny object syndrome. I'm not sure. Are you there? And can you hear me again now? I lost you on the phone call, but if you can join me on the webinar, then the phone call is not necessary. So I am speaking to you, and now I will chat at you. Chatting. I'm chatting at you. Oh, see, you're public. You should be made an admin. See, it doesn't call you an admin here. Interesting. Wow. Don't know. It's got you. I guess it has you listed as an attendee. Wow. Yeah, I know about Google Hangouts, but this is something new here. Let's see. Showcase. That's all Google Hangout buttons. Chat. Screen share. No. There we go. Huh. One viewer. That's got to be you, John. Hmm. Ah! Brilliant! Oh my goodness. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Let me turn up my volume. Let me see. Did you mute yourself out? You're coming up muted. Let me see.
Jay,
Say something, buddy. Okay, now I can hear you.
now I can hear you, man.
Oh, sweet, dude. Awesome. Well, this is exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, but I don't. Hi, Jay. How you doing, man? Good. And chat works. Let's take a look at the. Yeah. I want to take a look at your offers. Okay, so offers is enabled. This is going to be pretty sweet, my friend, in the long run. Now, we have one small problem is just that I hear myself through your speakers. No, now I don't. So that's good. vMerge is disabled. Major delay. This is going to be pretty sweet, my friend, in the long run. Now, we have one small problem is just that I hear myself through your speakers. Why can't I type? Okay, here we go, Jay. Major delay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, John?
Why can't I type? Okay, here we go.
What's going on? We got to figure something out here.
Yeah, here's what's going on. Do you have a headset? Because what's going on is I'm talking to you, you hear me, but now it's going back through your microphones back to me.
Hold on. Let me see if I can dig up a. Let me see if I can dig something up that I can get around that. Duh. Okay, hang on a minute. I see. So if I put a headset on, that could solve that whole problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, hang on a minute.
You're the man. Hey, this is nice software. I'm seriously more impressed than I thought I was going to be.
To be honest with you, I'm hoping eventually we can. When I say we, I'm hoping they can solve this problem with the with Facebook without having to go to Pretty Links or do something else. But because it was sold on the JV platform, and Facebook is looking at that like MLM or some other kind of spammy thing, and they're blocking all the JV Zoo links.
Ah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. I think I think they're going to come up with a workaround, and I'm trying to get my headset together here, and hopefully once I plug my headset in, we'll be vastly improved here. So stand by with me for a minute. I've just got this cheap set of earphones. I need to buy a better headset to have here at the church that I can use on a regular basis, so bear with me.
Who's your buddy to your right?
My buddy. Oh, are you talking about this guy, the puppet?
Yep.
You never got a chance to hold on a second. I'm gonna try to hang up and use this headset. So hold on.
All right, man.
Now,
All right, Jay. You let me know when you're there.
I'm here. Does this thing work? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, man.
Ah, rats. Oh, man. I think it might be this cheap, nasty headset is not working well. Maybe.
Do you know how to do settings, Jay?
A little bit, yeah. Hang on a minute.
Jay!
Let's see. Okay. Look for the gear, maybe, huh? Okay, can you hear me now or not? Because it's showing it's showing that it's showing that I'm speaking and I can hear. It's showing the green light. All right, hang on a minute.
Hi, Jay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. Rats. See. Can you hear me now? No, huh? Still can't hear me, huh? Not hear me, huh? Rats. Oh, man. System preferences. Sound. I mean, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, buddy, stick with me. on this because I think I can help you get where you need to be. What
Yeah,
you need to do
Yep.
is go to, in the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a green box. You see that? You'll see the chat, and if you don't see it, scroll over it.
Oh,
And
you
I'm
mean it's
talking
a
about,
screen share or what?
yes, yep. Let me see your desktop.
Oh, of course, no problem.
Awesome.
Yep. Hang on a second. Yeah, a piece of cake. That much I can figure out. Google Plus Hangouts desktop. Okay.
There you go. Okay, now, the top right-hand side of your screen, do you see where it says Settings? Well, let me start over. You see how it's in the top middle of this Hangout, it has a picture of a person with a plus sign. To the right of that is your microphone, and to the right of that is your camera, and to the right of that is your volume, no, your internet, and to the right of that is the gears. That's your settings.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I got too many windows open. Let me try to close some of these windows.
No,
I don't
no,
know how it
hang on,
opened up.
Jay. That you can't close them. Turn off desktop sharing. That won't work when you're in the Hangout. There you go. It's okay. That was not a good idea on my part. But, you know, if we were looking at any other application, it would work fine. Okay, so just trust me now. Right above your hat is a gear. It's a round circle. That looks like a gear.
Is it a gear that's within? Is the gear within the Google Hangout or not?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm sorry. Settings. I'm in there now. Yes.
Good. So just change it to the headset that you're trying to use. If it's
Instead of
USB.
instead of default microphone, let's see. Built-in eyesight, and then it says default microphone, and I want to get out of that. Maybe I want to plug into built-in input or built-in microphone.
Here, let me ask you this, Jay. Look at my screen for a minute. Are you plugging in this kind of adapter and headset? You see that? Is it the small
I
round
don't see
pin,
you.
or is it a USB adapter that you plugged in? Is it more like oh, okay, then you don't have to change anything. I'm sorry. That's why I was asking you earlier if it was USB or just the standard. If it's that adapter, you shouldn't have to change anything. Unplug it and see what happens, and see if I'm still able to hear you through the computer. Can't hear you, brother. So something changed. I wonder what changed on our headset.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you on the phone.
Oh, shoot.
You didn't mute it or anything?
No, hang on a minute. I'm going to try something, though, here. Let's see. Built in.
Okay. Hey, Jay. Jay, it's working. I don't know what's going on, but it's working. I do hear you. But I just heard me say I hear you like 3 minutes afterwards. Uh, Drives me crazy. Go ahead and talk, buddy. I hear myself. Why do I hear myself? Okay, my friend, watch this. Throw the headset off for now. All right. Hey, let me ask you to do me a favor. Because oh, I'm not rich, that's for sure. Someday, not quite that way, but I like residual income. Residual income is nice. Want to work today? Let's do some webinars together, man. Talk about there's tons and tons of different things we can sell. I have a wonderful book that I'd like you to sell for me. This. Click on that. Well, actually, can you see my desktop if I share my desktop? Yes. All right, so I'm sharing my desktop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to another website, and I'm going to say how build an ebook. This is just one of the things we could do. I have a wonderful book on how to build an ebook, and it is a phenomenal way for people to put their own book together and sell whatever they want to sell. I actually have a template, Jay, that you get when you buy it. It's only $17, and you can sell it and earn 50% of every sale. So what we could do is we could do some webinars where you invite people to learn how to build an ebook, and you can build your mailing list. Like you tell them, hey, I have a webinar happening with John Davin this Thursday evening, and you get them registered. I'll come in and show them how to build an ebook. We'll actually build an ebook from scratch, man. We could have so much fun with that. We could get somebody from the audience and say, okay, you want to build an ebook? Let's talk about what the topic is. Let's sort of go build an ebook right now. And they get my template. I'll show you the actual template that they can edit. This is it right here. And can you see my desktop okay? Okay. So this is my template, and you get this template when you spend 17 bucks. I'm also going to be doing webinars on this where I say, okay, after you bought this, we have an upsell where for $47, you get 2 hours of our time in another webinar where we teach you how to actually do this. The first webinar is just where we show you what we can do, and we give them, quite a bit of free information, make it valuable. But then after that, we have a $47 upsale with 2 hours of our time. You get 50% of that as well through JVZoo. But check this out, Jay. All they have to do is open up this document. They can go in here and change this information, the header. They can go in here and upload their own picture of a book. They can edit the footer. They have a quote, an introduction for the book. They have, and this is just in Microsoft Word, so anybody who has Microsoft Word can edit this so that it's their own book. They go in here and put in their domain name. They put in their blog site. They put in their Facebook page, their LinkedIn page. Then they go down here a little bit further, Jay, and here's your table of contents. Now, the nice thing about this with writing your own book with this program is that when you go in here and you change this content right here, at the beginning of every page in blue, it's like heading 3, if you change that and then you go back here and you tell it to redo your table of contents, it will just automatically grab whatever's down below and make a new table of contents for you. So all you have to do is find chapter 1 and edit chapter 1 to say whatever you want, how to. Now, that is there. Watch this, what happens. When you go up here and you tell it to update the table of contents, it will update all of that information so that, what did I do wrong here? Sorry about that. Well, I will figure out what I did wrong there. Edit, undo. But anyway, bottom line is I've used this hundreds and hundreds of times. I'll figure out what I did wrong there. So there's chapter 1, chapter 2. I have all the chapters in here. And then at the very end, it will ask you things like, okay, do you have related books? Well, first of all, it'll ask you for a summary of what the book is about. Then it will ask you for things like, do you have any other resources? So let's say that you wanted to write a book about how to be a better Christian or how to be a youth pastor or whatever it is, and you have items, other books that you've written, or you have things that you want to sell. And in most practical cases, you're going to be doing something like, you're going to be telling people how to build some kind of a business tool, and there'll be all kinds of tools that they can use that they want to buy, and I've got the copyrights in here. Anyway, you're asking me what we can sell. I have all kinds of different things like this that I can give a webinar, and then you can sell it. You'll get the credit. You'll make 50% of whatever I make. How's that sound? I just was looking at his website today, as a matter of fact, trying to make my website look like his. I changed the text from blue to black because that's the way his page looks. And he's got the same kind of format as I do. Yes, I'm thinking about spending the $7.95 or whatever it is for that book. Tell me about it so I'll know if I really want to buy it or not. What is his secret? Sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I sure am.
I want to show you how quickly and easy it is to build out your websites, your sales, and your marketing funnels.
I sure can. I So this is per domain, $37 for one domain, 3 domains for $100, and then 20 for $297 a month. And then they have, it must have an email responder and all that stuff built in, I would think. I mean, is it? You bet. Yes. I just bought WP Traffic, WP Profit Builder, and it's through a gal that I'm working through. I'm taking some classes from her on how to build. Yeah, so anyway, it does everything that you're talking about, but you pay a one-time fee of $67.77. So it lacks the ability to make income from it. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but it has the funnel built in, and it has the ability to set up webinars and register people for the webinars. And I am just learning it right now, and I don't know if I want to jump into something else. But I got to tell you, man, you sound like you're very proficient at, very knowledgeable about all of this, and you're going to be very successful. And I think we should keep talking, and we're going to figure it out. But that's where I'm at. That's all I told you that. I don't know if I want to. I work with another company, the Doobly program, and they're using the Lead Pages, and so the leadpages.net program, and they get it all set up for you. So that's the good and the bad of this, is being involved in some of the different business ventures, is that you get pulled in many directions where people are using different tools, and which one is the best. And I basically, I have like 100 different domain names: how to build a webinar, how to build a blog, how to build a website, how to build a newsletter, how to build a PDF, how to build everything. And had some pretty good success building mailing lists with, like, how to build a webinar. It's only 800 people that are on that list, but it's a good list, and 5,000 people on my list for the Web Tools guy, who I am the Web Tools guy. And so I promote things like Aweber, and I don't know which lead page I'm going to use. I guess I probably would be smart to do both in the long run. Tell me more. Tell me more about your vision, and I'll see how I can help you, because I'm just going to tell you, I know what you're saying about an ebook and not having the ability to really make a lot of money, but I'm coming out with a new course of my own that goes in hand with this book that I just want to explain. I know that a lot of people are saying, poo-pooing ebooks and things like that, because everybody has an ebook, but it's only because people are not, including myself in a little bit, are not using the ebook right. Because for you and I, we should be writing an ebook that says, hey, here's the topic, here's what our field of expertise is, and here are the top things that are really important in that particular item. So if you were talking about how to build, I don't know how you're going to try to make money, but once you figure it out, you write the ebook and you say, hey, here are the 10 important chapters, and then I'm going to be writing
books, you give away that first one for free, and then you give, you sell, well, let me start over. Then you give webinars on those topics, which are either free or you sell, and then in each one of those webinars, you promote the tools that people need. Like if you were trying to teach people how to do a sales funnel, you'd want to involve yourself with Russell Bronson, and you'd actually, in the long run, try to get him to be a guest in one of your webinars or one of the people, one of your upline sponsors, and give presentations. But the ebook is a whole lot more powerful than most people take advantage of it. Okay. Hey, brother, we're on the same page, and I appreciate your candor on the Doobly thing. And I wasn't trying to recruit you in that. I'm not going to be recruiting resellers. I'm going to recruit the customers. I'm not interested in building. I'm like you, man. I've been in 50 different. Actually, I've been in 100 different network marketing programs, and I'm in the same boat. So don't worry about that. I'm with you. I want to learn one. I mean, I do well with what I do, but I do want to have one system and one business model and sort of forget the rest. So I'm just gonna listen to you. I'm, oh my, yes. Let's do that. That's much smarter. All right.